3, 2, 1.
Let's go!
First of all, Oli is muted, so I will answer in his place stead. Despite being mute, he can still hear perfectly. His hearing is unaffected. Right, Oli? Well, that was a yes. Next question.
By D. A question for Oli. Can you turn into little pets, like a ladybug?
No, he can't. He just turns into animals. The ladybug is an insect. Oli can completely change or just some specific parts of the body to look like another animal. For example, cat's paws. Or a fox's tail. Even a wolf's ears. With this, he also gains the physical strength and agility of the animal, and sometimes the temper, so he can become aggressive at times.
Curiosities. We know that Oli cannot transform into small insects, but he still can copy the abilities of small amphibians, such as copying the poison of a frog.
By Deborah S.S., a summary of his story.
Basically, the story is the same until he meets horror. The only difference is that he is cannibal, as he inherited it from his mother, who was also cannibal. After being close to horror, Nightmare gained interest in using him as a guinea pig for a new drug made of determination and hatred, sending Dust to inject the drug to take the test. But unexpectedly, he became an uncontrollable genocide, and by accident ended up killing his own brother. After that, he became depressed with some sequelae in the body and soul, but he still remained happy because he still had his son, until the horror took him away from him. After all of this, he went mad for good, becoming a murderous monster, devouring everyone in his timeline and turning the alternate universe into a complete void, while he was consumed by hatred, until Semi found him in a state of hibernation. ND brought him back to reality with a mask that works as an inhibitor. After that, he recovered little by little, deciding to take a new form, more friendly, similar to that of a cat, since Sammy likes cats, and now they both live together.
By Deborah S.S., what are his powers?
In addition to being able to change into animal form, he also has telekinesis, super strength, teleportation, super speed, nose hand, 2, hand combat, no longer has a soul like ink, so he can no longer die. It can use the same threads as air to control or eliminate the opponent. It doesn't age or get tired. It also doesn't feel sleepy or hungry. Curiosity. Oli got his name from a nickname, Old Lust itself, given by an old friend. There's a hole full of hate where his soul used to be. During his fight, he devours the souls of enemies, using an ability called Eyes of Lust, which makes him hypnotize the opponent, leaving him immobile. Note: the following images do not belong to me, I just took them for reference. He does not have a gaster blaster, but a large animal that resembles an undead wolf that is only summoned when Oli needs help. He uses a staff to fight, and rarely uses magic while fighting, opting only for hand-to-hand combat. He has wings that appear only when necessary in cases of escape or search. Skills such as Eraser, Reset, or Mercy do not work, and Triff, such as Mental Illusions or Psychological Terror, do not work, as he no longer has a soul. He has become unable to feel certain emotions such as fear, anger, sadness, and even compassion, being cruel and cold-blooded in their fights. That what he wears is a mask, or is it part of his face? I think they already found out that he wears a mask, right? Is he good or evil? Oliver is neither good nor bad. He keeps himself neutral. He acts according to what he thinks is right. What is his personality? His personality is the same as Muikiro Tokido from Demon Slayer. He speaks.
Well, I think you already know the answer to this question, don't you?
By Sophia. Can you transform him into a human being? No, he can't, but I have another Sans who can turn into a human. I present to you Orion. In fact, he is a human who turns into a skeleton.
Nice to meet you guys.